Hey everybody, can you hear me? Woohoo! There's a lag. Just for those who don't know, there's like a lag between when I'm talking and when you probably hear it. So I hope I'm there. Okay? Oh my. The chat like went crazy. Okay, I got to change it from top chat to live chat so I see everybody. Okay. So. Hey everybody, can you hear me? Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're checking it here. All right, so we are working, and we have some things here I wanted to show you. This is a page. This particular site is one that I like to give different kinds of signs and things for. They're really, reliable place, but I wanted to show you. You can get a stand-up of Donald Trump there for $40 if you want to, and you can get plates if you'd rather just have dinner plates. You can get them of the whole cast. You can get little faces on a stick so you can play around with those. So if you really want to scare somebody at Halloween, here's what you need to do. You need to scroll down here and you need to, let's see if I can find, look at this. I mean, this is like a 2-foot head. It'd be fun to have. I don't want to spend that much money on it, but it sure would be fun. Yeah, here. You want to scare kids at Halloween? This is what you need to get. You get a set of 6. There you go. You can scare the kids for Halloween. I just thought you like seeing that. I will put the links to all of these down below once I get done. This is actually, if you're looking for this kind of stuff or you're looking for yard signs or things, they do a really good job and they're pretty speedy getting things around. It's kind of in an Indiana company, not too far from here. So I use them a lot. Anyway, we are going to have trivia tonight and we do have some prizes. So that should be interesting. Woohoo! And you said that I had somebody, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Somebody donated to me at the beginning before I even got on. Who was it?
Rick D.
Rick D. So Rick, woohoo. This is what we're going to do when somebody does that for me. I'm going to do this. So there. Thank you, Rick. That was really great. I appreciate it. Anyway, I hope the chat's a little easier for you to see on the screen this time. Is it working better? Yeah. Because last time the setting was weird. And yeah, I was playing around with settings. What can I say? the kids will need a lifetime of therapy. Yeah, if you take those around. I mean, look, they even got Bernie Sanders there if you want. You can put whoever you want on there. But yeah, a lot of high schools and everything around here use them. But kind of expensive. Oh, you can have Kamala there. She's probably crying about now. She just did not look good. She came across very unlikable. So I wouldn't do that to any children. She's terrified enough children. That is very true. Sadly so. Well, we're going to wait just a little bit longer before we start the competition, the trivia. Oh, I'm really on the ball tonight, aren't I? But I signed out of YouTube. Why did I sign out of YouTube? I didn't sign out of YouTube. Okay. I had to reboot my computer and it signed me out of everything, and then it's still giving me fits. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you because this is a really good interview. It's about half an hour long. Louis Gohmert was talking to this lady right here who is Simone Gold. If you don't know, she's the one. Okay, my chat stopped up here, so I'm hoping that people are still talking, but it doesn't show anybody still talking.
No, that's
okay,
right.
All right. I just want to make sure.
You're right.
But in this particular video, Simone Gold was one of the doctors that stood on the steps of wherever they were, and then she ended up being fired from her job. Hi, Watchman. And she still, I don't know if she got another job or anything, but she was fired purely because she spoke out. Oh yes, Richard, thank you so much for reminding me. Hey guys, you need to pray for Dan Bongino. He had a tumor and they removed it, and it was lymphoma. So he needs a lot of prayers right now because he's going to be going through an awful lot. And he actually, there was some news about him that I didn't get a chance, I can't put everything in here, but he was contacted, and Mark Levin were contacted by a reporter, a left-wing reporter. They wanted to try to set them up, and so they both replied, online in public. So if the reporter takes anything out of context or tries to, target them with it, that they'll be able to say, no, here's what I really said. So yeah, we do need to keep Dan in your prayers. He's a pretty strong guy. He should be able to survive all this pretty well. I mean, he'll survive. It's just a matter of, when you go through the kind of stuff he's going to have to go through, it does take a lot out of you. So do keep him in your prayers. But anyway, this is a really good video. This was, it's one of the representatives, and I can't remember his name, but he's a doctor. Oh, Paul Gosar. So we had two doctors here, and he was talking to them about COVID, and essentially they were giving their medical opinions on it, and I think it's really a good video to watch. And then the next thing I wanted to show you is this right here. Well, not that. This down here. Y'all know about the fly, right? Okay. And I will tell you guys,
The fly?
it's so funny. I did 2 videos. I recorded the video about my reaction to the vice presidential debate two times. And the first time was way long, and I thought, well, no, I'll just record it again, because I had not just that, but a whole bunch of other stuff. And I thought, no, I'll just focus in on that. And I recorded it, and my hard drive was so full that my processor was really working, and I sounded demonic. I sounded like this. So I decided, no, I was not going to do that one. So I have to remember that I didn't actually tell you guys those things that I said in there. Anyway, during the entire debate, I thought Pence did a really great job. The only thing I would have wished he did differently was he did a lot of niceties at the beginning of every answer. And it's like, no, dispense with the niceties and let's just get to the facts. Because when he used the facts, they were powerful. But a lot of times, because he wasted so much time on the little niceties at the first, then he ran out of time at the end to give the actual facts. But anyway, during the process of this, there was a fly. The fly landed on Pence's head. Okay? The mainstream media knew that Kamala got shellacked in that debate. So what she did, or what they did, they focused on the fly. And then this happened. They came up with this. Now, you're going to have to bear with me. I don't know. They probably... okay, so there's the fly on Pence's head. And they said, what is Fly Will Vote? Joe Biden launches new .com site to mock Mike Pence. Okay? The problem is that site was made before the debate, or it was 20 minutes before the fly. And here's this person on Twitter says, what is real and what is not? Would you know? You think you do. And then it has this, and I'll bring this up a little bit bigger for you so you can see it. And so Fly Will Vote, the domain name, look, it was done at 9:23 p.m. Eastern time, and the fly happened at 9:40 something. So it was 20 minutes before. Okay, guys? How did they know that? Now,
that's a little suspicious.
Yeah, I can't link to this page because it's from the boards, and I don't link to those because the guys don't want you doing that. So I respect them, and I don't do that. But I just, wanted you to see this. It would be in the notables, but I got to tell you right now that the notables are up in the air because the guys are having there's a big baker problem right now. There are some people trying to hijack the bakers and the breads, and they put in things they're not supposed to, and they don't put in things they're supposed to. And so the bakers are kind of in flux right now. And they're the ones that bake the notables. So really important on that. But anyway, this is the vote site. I will vote, let's vote, and everything. And supposedly they did that. And it said it was registered 20 minutes before fly lands on Pence's head, redirects to iwillvote.com, paid for by the DNC. So I just think that's pretty pretty suspicious. Now, I will put this down here, the original post from Parlor, whatever. I'm the French teacher. The French teacher says parler when we see that word. But I will put that link down there, and I'll put the article picture down there as well. I just won't link to the board, okay? Because, like I said, guys don't like that. They're busy doing a lot of stuff, and it's not just guys. Okay, I understand that. The people on the board, the Anons. So anyway, I wanted to point that out to you because I thought it was really important. Now, this right here, yeah, there was an Obama fly and there was a Hillary fly too. And the Obama fly actually landed on him. Oh, bakers and breads. Well, that's what they call them. The bakers are the ones that scoop up the crumbs. The crumbs are the articles and the information that people post on the boards, and the boards are called breads. So I have a video on that, actually. If you've not seen it, I do have a video on the terminology for the boards. So, yeah, and if you say otherwise, if you call it a board when you're there, you get chastised. They won't let you go. They'll know that you're a new person. So that's just the way it works. It's like you don't do LOL there. You have to use keck because that's just what they do. So that's what I've heard, Thad. I've heard that from people who have been around her. So anyway, I want to bring this up. This is not actually something new. Okay, this is just an article that I wanted to point something out on. You'll have to pardon me because, again, I'm going backwards. My screens, my double screens are backwards. They're reversed. So I'm kind of going the opposite direction. It's like looking in a mirror and trying to do something. So I tend to go the opposite direction that I'm supposed to be going. But anyway, you know about this kind of stuff. You know how she got where she is and everything. You do understand that. And the thing that I wanted to share with you is actually down in this article, because this is an older article. And it's like right here. Willie Brown is a sleazebag who led one of the most corrupt mayoral offices ever seen in San Francisco. Boy, they got a lot of spelling errors in this, by the way. But that was fine with Harris, who went on to steal the election for California's Attorney General in 2010. Los Angeles District Attorney Steve Cooley led Harris by 34,000 votes after more than 7 million were counted. But after provisional ballots were counted, she was declared the winner by approximately 50,000 votes, and that was from the Daily Caller. So it appears that she is somebody who is used to waiting until after election to get provisional votes and win. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but I think it's kind of interesting. And speaking of votes, did you know that today Rick Grinnell, I think it was today, may have been yesterday, I don't remember what's the date on this, October 8th, yesterday, Twitter locked out the account of Rick Grinnell because it was over voter fraud warning. Well, the thing was, this guy right here, Tom Thompson, gave him 2 ballots. He sent this picture to him, and he said, "I'm the son of John and Gertrude Thompson. Both passed away 10 years ago and got ballots for the upcoming election." Excuse me. "I gave Richard Grinnell permission to post these pictures and asked for an investigation as to why they were mailed ballots for the 2020 election." Now, this is not unusual. I'm hearing this all over. And I'm also hearing, there's a guy on our radio, his name's Casey Hendrickson. It's a local radio that he's on, it's talk radio, but he's fairly well known. I mean, he's got connections. And Casey was saying today that he had posted on his podcast or something, he had titled it, I might be voting Democrat. And he got a bunch of emails. People were sending him all kinds of mails and messages asking him, what's going on? Why are you voting Democrat? Well, the deal is he was living in Nevada for quite a while, in Las Vegas, and then he moved to Michigan for a little bit, and now he's in Indiana. And he said, yeah, I'll probably be voting Democrat in 2 of the 3. So it's just, that's the way it is. What's going to happen? The Nevada Democrats still send him stuff, and he was never registered as a Democrat in Nevada in the first place. He was a libertarian. So it's like, I don't understand, but he gets messages from him all the time saying, you need to do this and you need to do that. And, it's crazy. Well, then there was this, and I don't know, it logged me all out of everything, but that doesn't make any difference. Oh, look, they took the tweet down. Okay, well, Scaramucci here was replying to Steve Scully, who had said, should we go rough on Trump or something like that? And he said, ignore. He is having a hard enough time. Some more bad stuff about to go down. Now, that's the really interesting part. Now, the Steve Scully claims that he was hacked, and that really wasn't from him. But Scaramucci, the mooch has no excuse. Some more bad stuff about to go down. What do you know, mooch? What do you know? I don't know. And then I wanted to point this out to you because if you rely at all on Yelp for your business, be aware that they have just started a new consumer alert to stand against racism. In the last few months, we've seen that there is a clear need to warn consumers about businesses associated with egregious racially charged actions to help people make more informed spending decisions. So I got news for you. If they even suspect or if anybody claims it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to place a new business accused of racist behavior alert on your Yelp page. Is that scary or what? That's going to be bad news. There should be some lawsuits from that because there's going to be false claims. Well, the president has a clean bill of health. Here is his bill of health. I released the following information with the permission of President Donald J. Trump. Today, the president has completed his course of therapy for COVID-19 as prescribed by his team of physicians. This afternoon's vital signs were, and his heart rate was 69 beats a minute. That's pretty good. Blood pressure, 127/81. Respiratory rate, 15 to 17 breaths per minute. Pulse oximetry, 96 to 98. Room air. Sounds good to me. And it says, since returning home, his physical exam has remained stable and devoid of any indications to suggest progression of illness. Overall, he's responded extremely well to treatment without evidence on examination of adverse therapeutic effects. Saturday will be day 10. Remember what day 10 is? I think I mentioned it. Maybe, I don't know. I mentioned it in probably one of the videos I recorded that you never saw. But day 10 is the CDC saying you are no longer contagious. So here's the thing, folks. Okay, now follow with me on this. All right? If the president is no longer contagious and he has antibodies so he can't catch it again, why does he have to wear a mask? Why does he have to social distance? He doesn't. Nobody who has already had it or who has gotten past it, you had a diagnosis, for sure you had it, you got past it, you are well, you've got the antibodies, I'm telling you, you don't have to wear masks. You shouldn't have to because it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So there you go, and I fully anticipate the president's safe return to public engagements at that time. Now, they were talking about on Saturday doing a rally, but they just couldn't put it together so fast. So they will be doing something in the near future. I'm sure they'll be putting something together. They also have, they canceled the upcoming debate because Joe's scared, I think, even though the doctor says President Trump is not contagious. Anyway, so let's go. Now we've got everybody, hopefully we've got everybody that we're going to be getting in here. And we're ready to try this. Cross your fingers, folks. I hope this is going to work. Oh, look, trivia night. Okay, now here's how I envision this happening. We may have to tweak it eventually. But for now, this is what I'm thinking, all right? I think it probably will be that, I got to focus on what I'm doing here. I think what's probably going to happen, this is how we're going to run it and see how it works. And I noticed that I did misspell trivia. It's been a day. Oh, I can't believe I misspelled trivia. What happened to the I? I know I put it in there. Anyway, so there you go. Oh dear, I just lost my chat. There it is. Okay. If you, Michelle, if you want to donate, let me type it in here. You can always do it's paypal.me Truthification Chronicles. Oh, I think it's all one word. If you go to any of my videos, you can look down in the description. I think this is how it is. But yeah, this should, you can donate that way, or you can go to, you can become a patron, or you can, there's lots of options down in my descriptions. So if you want to do that, you feel free. You can do a super chat right now if you want to, and I'll put another paper or another clothespin on. So it's up to you. I would appreciate it. I appreciate everything. Guys, I'm looking to get a new computer soon because this one just is not robust enough to do all the stuff I need to have done. Okay, the video editing is running really hard on this poor little laptop. And so I'm trying to save my pennies so I can do that. So any donations will help go for that and also help go to feed my cats and me. So it's something kind of, and keep a roof over our heads. That's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get the word out quite as much as I had wanted to today. I had planned on having a video this morning and that didn't work out. So anyway, so let's get going on the trivia. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this as the top 3 answers that Eric sees. Okay, Eric's going to be kind of the arbitrator here. I'm going to give you the question, and he's going to look, and he's got it on, make sure it's on live chat, and he's going, you got it on live chat, right?
Yeah, I got it on live chat.
Oh, the boys. Hi, boys. So,
Pizza,
oh.
ice cream cake.
His boys just got here, so anyway, oh, thank you, Prowlin' Bear. Oh, another clip. Oh, okay, I got another one. Woohoo! Let me put it on. You guys aren't looking at me though. I don't have the webcam on right now, but anyway, so I want to thank you very much. Like I said, any of the money, believe me, guys, I don't make much, and this is just kind of helping me make ends meet, literally. So I appreciate everything. I really do. Anyway, so the top 3 correct responses we will have as on here. Okay. We'll count them as 1 point. So top 3. And then at the end, we'll count up. There are 25 questions. We'll count up to see how many, who has the most. And then I need to go back to my webcam. So we're going back to the webcam. All right. I have prizes. Okay, guys? So here are some of the prizes. I have some coasters, and they are made out of cotton, so they are absorbent. So I have some coasters. I have different ones. Notice they are in the shape of a certain letter. So, and then some aren't. Some are just patriotic. So you can set hot or cold on these, and you can just toss them in the wash. They'll wash. Probably want to do them in cold if they've got colors. So I've got those. Then I have some of these. These are keychains that I have. Whoops, there. Keychains that I made. Some of them are guyish. I tried not to get too many girly ones, but anyway. So like I said, they're not big prizes, but I do have some bracelets that this one, I'm not sure if you can see what it says on it, but boop, there. It says a certain 17th letter of the alphabet's name. So Mr. 17. And this one has our motto. Whoops, there. So where we go one, we go all. Okay, so I got those, and then I've got this guy who's like a bookmark, or I don't know, whatever you want to call him. So he's kind of gangly. So there's that. And then there's this one if you need something. Here's another coaster. I do a lot of coasters. Coasters are easy. He's got a tongue and everything. And legs, his frog legs. So there you go. And I also got this one. So this one, again, was kind of a bookmark, but it's pretty thick for a bookmark. So I don't know if you want to use it for that, but you could. you could use it. So anyway, yeah, those are the prizes. All right. I don't know which one people are going to get. We'll see at the end. We'll figure it out there. So I do have several prizes. So even if you only get a few right, you should be able to do this. Some of them are easy, some are harder. Okay? All right. Are we ready to get going? Let's get back to this because this is the important thing. Okay? Again, I hope this is going to work well and I can figure this out. And let me undo the... I got to... there. Okay. And, all right, everybody's ready to go, right? So you got to type fast. And if you're not a fast typer, I'm sorry. Ready. Drum roll. Brrr, I didn't do a drum roll. All right, let's get going on this. And the first question is not coming up there. This one. Question 1. Who farted audibly during a live interview?
That was hilarious.
You farted? No, we don't do that.
That was
So
hilarious.
let's get them typed in there, get your answers in there. And remember, there's a 30-second delay, so I may not see your answer for a little while. And so, okay, it'll be the first 3 people that get the correct answer in there. So type away, folks. Type, 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 type. All right, I'm going to give you the answer. I haven't seen, I figure people are going to get this one, right? All right, there we go.
All right.
On my screen, it's
Watchman.
Watchman, Texas, Janet, and Thad, right?
Yes.
Okay, those are the ones I have. Let's go here. And sure enough, guess who? I don't know if the sound will work. Okay, so there we go. Everybody knew that one. Oh, yep, that was the first one. Swalwell. He's so amusing. Every time oh, no, stop. Sorry, we got to hear it again. Okay, question number 2. Who was the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence, under Barack Obama? So, let's hear him. I don't know if he had one early on, but this is the one at the end. So, all right. Who was the DNI under Barack Obama? Nadler probably did too. I think most of them probably have it. No, Nadler fainted on camera. Yep, Clapper. This one, it is Clapper. There he is, James Clapper. You know what? When General Flynn retired, he was the one that spoke at his retirement. Well, actually, Admiral Rogers did the majority of the time, but he was there. He kind of ran it. And yeah, I'm sure General Flynn was thrilled with that, wasn't he? Okay, so we got clappers, right? We got 3 clappers. Yeah. Okay. Starl Palmer, Prowlin Bear. Are you writing these down?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric's keeping track. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next one if I can find my cursor. Okay. Who sued the FBI for wrongful termination? Now I had a video about this. Yeah. So who sued the FBI for wrongful termination? Smart move, Eric, putting that number in there.
It helps me out.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's, yeah. So, who sued the FBI for wrongful termination? The audacity. The audacity. So, the answer on this is... I'm going to assume you guys at least are guessing, right?
Okay.
Well, maybe I don't have enough answers yet. I see 2. Yeah, we got it. All right. And the answer was, yeah, good old Peter Strzok. Woohoo! Yeah.
Struck?
Yeah, Peter Strzok. He is a work, that's for sure. Boy, if that guy doesn't end up in Gitmo, nobody should, because he is like the head of all this stuff. He is major. So, Strzok, whoever had Strzok, the first 3.
I'm working on it.
Okay. So let's go to our next question. Here we are, question 4. Who is the congressman from California who has spearheaded the investigation into the Obama, FBI, and DOJ? Hopefully you can get this one. Who's the congressman from California who has spearheaded the investigation into the Obama, FBI, and DOJ? I need do. Need some kind of music, right? Okay. So, some congressman. Now remember, this is spearheading the investigation. Yep, Nunes. Nunes is our guy here. Devin Nunes. You know what? He's a hero. That man right there. He's gone through an awful lot. He's had, his family's been threatened. His wife was harassed. I think, you know, she's a teacher, and they had problems there at the school. The school had to go through some security measures because people were threatening her, and it was really bad. Okay, question number 5. Who is the Texas member of Congress who has often been seen wearing pedo jewelry during hearings? Who is the Texas member of Congress who has often been seen wearing pedo jewelry during hearings? Let's see if you know.
What's pedo jewelry?
Pedophilia.
Oh, jeez, Pete.
Yeah. The chat's not set right.
Yeah, it's not showing up during the,
Stella?
no, during the, thing here.
Yeah.
It's not showing up.
Oh, you can't see the chat.
Yeah, not during the trivia.
Oh. Well, I
It's
don't
not
have a
showing up
chat.
during the chat.
You want me to, can I put a chat box? I don't think I can put a chat box, can I?
Not right
I
now,
mean-
no.
I may be able to. Don't know.
People are saying Jackson Lee.
Yep, that's who it is. Sheila Jackson Lee. Let me see if I can put a chat box. Oh, is it there? Oh, it's in a weird place. We'll put it over here. There. Is it showing now? No?
There's a delay.
There is a delay. That's right. So maybe that'll show up, the chat box. I hope, maybe, if I did it right. Okay, so the answer on this one is yes, Sheila. Oh, come on. Go. Sheila Jackson Lee. And, you know, whenever you hear me talk about her, I may call her Shirley. I don't know why. She looks like a Shirley to me. Anyway, so
There you go.
there you go. Now you got the chat box.
We're good.
I'm sorry. This is the part that was tricky, and I had to kind of redo the PowerPoint part. I was having glitches with it, but yeah. Okay, next question. Question number 6. Which senator was attacked by his neighbor and suffered from broken ribs? Which senator was attacked by his neighbor and suffered from broken ribs? I gotta go back and click
I
on it.
remember that.
Yeah. Actually, he's had more than one run-in with
Yeah.
people attacking him.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he really has. He's kind of been a big target, which is kind of ironic. Oh, I gave away that it's a he. Uh-oh. The majority of senators are he's. So I didn't narrow it down. Okay, we got one. Rand Paul. Yes, it's Rand Paul. That's who it was. And, you know, he not only had that, but he got attacked as he was leaving from the White House that the night that Trump accepted the nomination. Okay, number 7. Who originated the term digital soldiers? Oh, this is going to be an easy one, right? Who originated the term digital soldiers? Eric doesn't know the answers to these, by the way. I didn't tell him what they were ahead of time. So he's learning just as you are. Okay. All right. So who originated the term digital soldiers?
Flynn.
Flynn. That would be it. That's the man. How much longer are we going to have to wait? Is he going to be free before the stupid election? I mean, I can't believe the man's not, the case hasn't been dismissed yet. Just ridiculous. But you know what? Every minute that he is not released, that they haven't quit, Sydney and the government are filing more the filings that they have with all the exculpatory evidence that's coming out. And that was another thing that I put in the videos that you never got to see. So, yeah, there was a filing came out, was the 5th one that they had put out. And the government says they're going to keep putting those in as long as the exculpatory evidence keeps coming out. It's Brady evidence that should have been put out. So, I'm sorry, Stella. It's not working right. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the problem with these. You have to type really fast. Okay, question number 8. Who is the current head of the NSA and Cyber Command? Who is the current head of the NSA and Cyber Command? Because it's all one position, so it's just one person. As of now, it's one position.
Cyber Command, isn't that also like cyber security and stuff for the nation?
Well, yeah, that's what they do. They're military. The Cyber Command is military, and they're the people that are doing all of this. So you need to study.
Sorry, I'm learning, people. I'm learning.
No, that's okay. He's learning too. Everybody, Hey, I just know these because I went back through my old videos, and I can't believe that I've done videos on all of these things. This is a tricky one. Nobody's gotten it so far. Nobody's gotten it so far. This is the NSA and Cyber Command. You may have to look this one up. Buck Rogers. No, it's not Admiral Rogers, and it's not Buck Rogers either. It's not Radcliffe. Nope. Bill Benny. Nope. There we go. Prowling Bear got the first one. Admiral Nakasone. And I sometimes say it Nakasone, but I don't think he pronounces the E at the end. But yeah, that's him. Now, whoever can type that in really fast, you'll get it. There. Starrell, Palmer, and yeah. Nadine? Oh, she is? Nope, Grinnell is not. Grinnell's not an official anymore. Roy Rogers, no. And neither Roy Rogers nor Trigger. Okay, Nasomsi, I'll actually take that, Holy Cats. Give Holy Cats a point for that because it's close. Nakasone has a really weird name, but there he is. That's what he looks like. Look at all the stuff he has on his look at all those. What they call it, salad or something? Yeah.
Salad?
So, I don't know. I heard that called it once. I think, I don't know where the Cyber Command is. Is that the Cyber Command? The Cyber Command kind of looks like the letter Q. So, I don't think that's the thing for it. But yeah, evidently he's a good guy. I hope he's a white hat, because if he's not, we're in deep doo. The NSA, we need somebody reliable there because it can be dangerous. All right, number 9. Here we go. Who wrote a 48-page treatise exposing the corruption of Robert Mueller and his term as director of the FBI? I think it was 48 pages. May have been. It was 40-some. I'm pretty sure it was 48. I could be wrong. Fruit salad, I think. Is that what they call it? Stands with the beer.
No, they call it brass.
Oh, no, the when they have all those ribbons and stuff. I've heard it called. So stands with the beer says fruit salad. Yeah, they're decoration. But they're all those different things that they've been part of, representations of the ribbons and stuff. Okay, so who wrote a 48-page treatise exposing the corruption of Robert Mueller and his term as director of the FBI? Thad Nipper, woohoo! WV and Pat Brockman. There you go. Those are your 3 on that one. Yes. Good old Louis Gohmert. We love Louis Gohmert. And he's one that should be able to now go without a mask without anyone complaining because he can neither, transmit it nor can he get it. So there you go. He should be able to be free. Be free of the mask tyranny, Louis. Question number 10. Whose company, the Analysis Corporation, and it's called TAC, was caught illegally querying the NSA database? Whose company and it's called the Analysis Corporation, was caught illegally querying the the NSA database, not NASA. Spielberg? No. This is actually one of Obama's people. I mean, one of the people in his administration. And what they were doing is they were outside contractors that were using the NSA database to get dirt on people. CrowdStrike's a good guess, but not quite. Yeah, Brennan, Ladybug Barfield. There you go, Brennan. Richard Cherry and Tom Terrific are the ones I see. Again, I'm not sure what Eric's screen shows, but that's what mine shows.
I got it.
So, all right. And so, yeah, there he is. Doesn't he look disgruntled? I don't know. People are saying he flipped. I just don't see his dark heart ever flipping. I mean, I really just don't. But they said, how could those his handwritten notes were turned over? So how could those happen if he didn't, give them himself? I don't know where. But I just have a hard time believing that's the guy that flipped. Question 11. Which member of Congress vouched for the Awan brothers so the FBI wouldn't do background checks on them? You remember this? There were about 80 different members of Congress, some Republicans and some Democrats, mostly Democrats. And Joe Donnelly, who was our senator for a time, he looks constipated. Yes. Brandon always does. Or like he's just smelled something really awful. So, yeah, I just can't imagine that Brennan's flipped. But anyway, so this one, yeah, you had all those Awan brothers who were like the people doing the tech for all these people, like 80 some different members of Congress. And yet, oh, you're right, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, DWS Works, Thad Nipper there. So yes, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Thad Nipper had DWS, that's Debbie Wasserman Schultz. So that works. Deborah, what's her face? Yeah, it's too bad she's got the same first name as me. That's sad.
Debbie Wasserman?
But she spells...
Wasserman or Wasserman?
Yeah, Wasserman. Wasserman. But she spelled it Debbie. I never spell it like that. Of course, I don't use Debbie anymore, but yeah, I always spelled it with a Y. That's a secret. But there she is. Yeah. If she doesn't go to Gitmo, I don't know who will. Just saying. So yeah, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the one who vouched for the Awan brothers, and then everybody else used her recommendation, and they never had to be checked by the FBI. And they needed a background check, man. They were dirty. They were working for Pakistan. So anyway, question 12. Whose district is the #1 district in the U.S. for human trafficking? Who do you think it is? Yeah, who do you think? Yeah, Debbie was the one that got really ticked off when the Capitol Police confiscated her laptop. She went ballistic. She threatened one of the policemen and everything. She wanted it back. There was no way. He should not have it. You got to wonder what was on that laptop. You got to wonder who got the information off of there. I bet somebody did. There we go. Watchman. Schiff. Boy, Watchman knows his stuff. Tom Terrific. Yeah, Pelosi's probably close. But no, Adam Schiff, yes. Adam Schiff has the #1 district for human trafficking. And so he's got a lot of problems. I'll tell you, Shifty Schiff, gonna be in trouble. I think he's kind of in the panic mode right now. I really do think that. It's probably true. So let's go on. Question 13. Which Ohio congressman was a champion wrestler? See, I know this because my family is a wrestling family. So I know this very well. In fact, this congressman's brother actually has a wrestling camp that a kid I know went to. And my brother knows him. So, well, knows the brother, not him. But anyway. They're wrestlers. They all just talk wrestling, and we know about wrestling. So, yeah, there we go. HB got it. Jordan. Jim Jordan. Jim the Man Jordan. Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to leave a couple of links down below, because here's a video where he was accepting being put in as an outstanding American, and then here's him wrestling way, way, way back. So this is an interesting match. I mean, it was a really good match, and there's some really excellent things that he says in this video, and I will make sure that I leave the links to those down below so you can watch him. And there, he just looks so young. He looks so young. Okay, it's probably going to do something weird and try to play those for me right now, but anyway. Question 14. Which journalist runs the Just the News website? Which journalist runs the Just the News site? So, yeah, jacketless Jim Jordan. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you were built like that, you would be too. Yes, BC, I can see your chat. Wouldn't that be great, Richard Cherry? Oh, I'd love to see Jordan as a Speaker of the House. He is awesome. Okay, so which journalist runs the Just the News site? Starrell Palmer, there you go. John Solomon, Robin Gailey, Holy Cats. Yep, there we go. We've got some winners there. Remember, we're taking the top 3 people each time and giving them a point, and then we'll add them all up at the end. Or my handy-dandy assistant will. Eric does a really good job. I mean, he's really a big help to me. I don't know what I'd do if it weren't for him. I wouldn't be doing this. Question 15. Which amendment gives all powers to the state governments, except those specifically outlined in the Constitution? Which amendment gives all powers to the state governments, except those specifically outlined in the Constitution? And this is the amendment that President Trump was abiding by during all the COVID lockdowns and all the riots and stuff, because he knew this amendment really put the power in the hands of the governors, and that's why he was doing that. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, Robin. We're going to try to do this on the live streams every so often, because I think it's kind of fun. So I haven't seen any answers yet, or I haven't seen any correct answers yet. Nope, not 14, not 15, not 4. 10. Holy Cats is the first one. There you go, the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment is the amendment that very concisely says, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. That's it. That's all the 10th Amendment says. Right there. Pretty clear. And that's why when people were complaining about Trump not stopping the riots, and he wasn't stepping in with the COVID and everything, it's because that's the job of the governors. They really are supposed to be doing that. You know, and we found out which governors didn't care about their people. That's for sure. Question number 16. We have 25 questions, so there's still time to get in on this. Question number 16. Which 2 political figures, you got to have 2 this time, okay? You can use just last names if you want, but which 2 political figures showed up at 4 a.m. at the same hospital as Seth Rich before he died? Which 2 political figures showed up at 4 a.m. at the same hospital as Seth Rich before he died? Yeah. There were 2 of them. Yeah, I'll even give it to you if you can just give me if you don't know their names, and you can just give me their political positions. But there were 2 political figures just coincidentally showed up at the same hospital at 4 a.m. And I kind of doubt if these people get out of bed. There we go. Robin Gailey got it. Brazil and Bauer. Yeah. So Donna Brazil and Bowser. I'll take Bowser. That's what it always reminds me of. So, yeah, here they are. Donna Brazil and Muriel Bowser, who is the mayor of D.C. Gotta kind of wonder what those 2 ladies were just doing in the hospital. Just happened to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, thought, I think I'll go to the hospital and just visit people.
Who is
right? This is Donna Brazil and
Brazil and who?
Muriel Bowser.
Okay, I'm trying to find Brazil, National Bauer.
Brazil and Bauer or Bowser or Browser or whatever, mayor of D.C. D.C. mayor and Brazil. Brazil at the time, Donna Brazil was the head of the DNC at the time. So, yeah.
Give me 1 second here. So I can...
Okay, we're going to give him a little bit of time on that. But yeah, this Muriel Bowser, I always want to say Browser too. Bowser. Yeah, this Muriel Bowser, she's deep in there. And, they really didn't have a mayor until the 70s in D.C. You got to kind of wonder if they should have a mayor. I mean,
Okay, ready.
they're, it's supposed to be separate. It's not supposed to be a state. But of course, the Democrats want to make it a state. Because if they make it a state, they know it'll go Democrat. How in the world did the seat of our government become Democrat? I don't know. You got them all?
Got it.
Got them? Okay, we're ready for the next one then. Let's go. Question 17. Now it is a 17. So I had to ask a 17 question. From which island did a helicopter originate that was aimed at Air Force One and caused an emergency warning in Hawaii? So they called it a helicopter, but we know the truth, right?
What? I didn't hear about this. What's this?
Oh, yes. Yes. Many things you do not know, little grasshopper. This was actually, back in 2018? I believe it was. Yeah. So, from which island? What was the name of the island that there was this helicopter? Now, it didn't come from Hawaii. The helicopter was headed there. Well, that's what they had to have that warning in Hawaii. But what island did it? Oh, Karen Murcott got it. Whidbey Island. HB Whidbey. Yes, Gilligan's Island. That would be my guess. That would be my guess. So here's a picture of the helicopter. Obviously, that's a picture of a helicopter because they told us it was a helicopter. Looks so much like a helicopter, doesn't it? But anyway, yes, if you see up in the title here, it says the name of the picture, Whidbey Island. So that's what it was, Whidbey. Yep. Not a trick question, really. Merritt Island. Hey, I know where Merritt Island is. That's in Florida. I almost had a job there at a Christian school. Yeah, I went down to interview for it, but I couldn't have lived on that. The amount of money they were going to pay. I mean, I'm not a picky person, and I would have gladly taught at a Christian school, but really, I wouldn't have been able to even have a house or to have any place to live, a little corner room or something with that. Question 18. For what city is ardent socialist Kshama Sawant a member of the city council? For what city is ardent socialist Kshama Sawant a member of the city council? Yeah, question 18. You remember her. I've done a couple of videos on her. A lot of these really I went back and looked at my videos. I looked at the titles. And it was like, oh yeah, let's get a question about that. It really amazes me. I have over 700 videos up there now. I can't believe I have that many videos. But, oh, you have friends that live on Whidbey Island? That's interesting. Yes, Watchman, Seattle. That's the place. Yep. So Seattle, it was probably a toss-up there between Seattle and Portland. I wondered if people would say that. Of course, anymore, you can have these crazy people anywhere these days, right? So yes, Kshama Sawant, there she is, her little socialist ways. And she was the one that was out there actually protesting with the socialists, Antifa and everything. So yes, lovely person. All right, question 19. Which newly elected member of Congress declared her goal was to impeach MF Trump? Yeah. Which newly elected member of Congress declared her goal, and that was when she was first elected. I mean, right, in her acceptance speech or her victory speech, she said she was going to impeach him. Yeah, she wanted to have him impeached, and she used a very colorful term for that, which I don't use those words. So.
Oh, I remember that. Oh,
yeah.
There was no way. There's no reason to be acting like that, especially on public TV.
No, it wasn't Omar. No, Omar's the one that married her brother. It wasn't AOC either. Yep, Tlaib. That's who it is, Tlaib. Rashida Tlaib. Yeah. So, that's who it was right there. She just looks like a very unhappy person. So, I almost thought about doing that, name the 4 members of the squad. And so, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll put that next time we do a trivia thing. All right, so let's go on to the next question. Question number 20. Now, we have 25 questions, so we're getting close to the end. In which embassy did Julian Assange seek refuge? In which embassy did Julian Assange seek refuge? Yeah, they probably all have said it at some point in time, Selena. Elkhart, Indiana, is that where he... Julian Assange took... I know that's not what it was for, but it's like... It just kind of came up, and it's like, I know where Elkhart is. Yeah. I like the Truth Fairy name. I always like that name. I don't know... Maria, I don't know how it works on your end. Ecuador, yes, it's Ecuador. That was the... that was where he was. And here's Ecuador here. It's on the equator, hence the reason it's called Ecuador. That's the teacher that's the Spanish teacher in me. Ecuador. And you've got the Easter Island over here. Those belong to Ecuador as well. A lot of people don't know that. That's the one where they get those great big heads. So
Easter Island.
Stands for the beer. The Democrats just emailed me all the answers to Death's trivia quiz. Oh, so Julian Assange, he's gonna, they had something else that came out, a government document, and I've just been so swamped with stuff, I haven't been able to answer that yet. So, question 21, who is the former ambassador to Ukraine that Trump fired in 2019? Who is the former ambassador to Ukraine that Trump fired in 2019? Yeah. This one. You don't have to have the first name, but you got to have the last name on this one. Yeah. I didn't even tell Eric the questions ahead of time. The only people who knew, or the only ones who knew the questions ahead of time were my cats. I don't think they told anybody. They seemed extremely disinterested in the whole thing. Atkinson, no.
My keyboard is dyslexic.
Yeah. Yeah, my fingers are dyslexic sometimes. They really are. I go backwards sometimes. Yovanovich. There we go. Yovanovich. We got some really smart people in here. We got all smart people in here. They're all smart. Some just type faster than others. I don't type very fast anymore. I used to be able to, but yeah. So Marie Yovanovich, that was the one. I think they call her Masha. That's her nickname. There she is. Yep, Yovanovich. And she was something else. And then we find out that she actually is part of all this stuff. Yeah, she was in it deep. She deserved to be fired. And then they were hyper about it. And it's like, no, wait. The president can fire any ambassador at any time for any reason. So why are you hyper that he fired somebody? The man's known for firing people. You're fired. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he did for a living for a while. Okay, question 22. We're getting close to the end here. What is the last name of the lieutenant colonel who chastised members of Congress for calling him Mr.? What's the last name of the lieutenant colonel who chastised members of Congress for calling him Mr.? Yeah. Oh, Yovanovich is up to her neck in all this stuff. She's going to be held accountable too, because it's all starting to come out. I don't know what in the world's left to declassify, but there's a lot. Yeah, I heard about her in Mogadishu. Yeah. So there's going to be some stuff. Vindman, yeah, the Vindman twins. You remember them? Well, Vindman, I just can't even imagine talking to somebody like that. Just because they called you Mister, don't they like in the service? Wouldn't they maybe call you Mister? I don't know. I can't imagine being upset about that. So yeah, this is not a guy that I'd want to put up as Serviceman of the Year. And it's what amazes me, folks, is that this guy was, this man right here was the one who was put in charge of all kinds of national security stuff. That's the last person I would have wanted in charge of anything. Okay, question number 23. Who did Mike Pompeo replace as Secretary of State? Who did Mike Pompeo replace as Secretary of State? Now, by the way, I heard that POTUS kind of made a negative comment about Pompeo today or yesterday. Of course, that's what the mainstream media is saying, that he was upset with Pompeo because he thinks that there are documents in the Department of State that should be released, and Pompeo hasn't done it yet. So, not that Pompeo has been sitting on his hands not doing anything. I mean, the guy's been all over the world. He's, he's been doing quite a bit. So, anyway, so who did he replace? Anybody know? Okay, Robin, there we got Rex Tillerson. Yeah, Rex Tillerson was the one. And you remember, not only that, but here's what to remember about Tillerson. He was the one that found out he was fired by a tweet. I gotta love our POTUS. That is just so great. I mean, these people deserve it. They really do. They have just been treating our country so badly. And, I'm sorry. I just am not going to stand up for them. Okay, question number 24. We only got this one and one more. Who wrote herself a memo at noon on President Trump's inauguration day? Who wrote herself a memo at noon on President Trump's inauguration day? Yeah, what a darling, darling person. So, really? You don't trust Pompeo? I still trust Pompeo. I think Pompeo's a good guy. There's a lot of layers, so I think there is a reason why things are not being released. Yep, Rice. Susan Rice. That would be it. That was a pretty easy one, right? Got to get you some easy ones at the end. So, yeah. Susan Rice, there she is. Oh. If Biden, for some bizarre reason, would end up winning, I tend to think that she's going to be right in there with them. I think she would have some kind of position again in the administration, which is scary. But anyway, all right, last question. Question 25. Which founding document says, but when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Because remember, we're watching the removal of the old guard. We're getting rid of the old guard, and we're going to provide new guards for our future security. So, well, I don't know. They're saying Barr has said that Durham's not going to release anything, but that's not, Barr himself has not said that. And I think if that were true, he would. So, yes, the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence. Ooh, I gave the answer before everybody is got their thing there. And if you want to just listen to it being read, I read it right here. I read the whole The Declaration of Independence here. It really was very interesting to read. I enjoyed reading through it, and I think it's something that we need to go over every so often from time to time. So, okay, well, that is the last question. So let me go here. Do we have a total? We're going to let me give him a chance to do that. I'm going to go back here while he's doing that and see if I can rearrange things on my screen a little bit again, trying to figure out where do I go? Okay, there's that. Okay, here's the video of Jim Jordan wrestling. Yeah, I know I'm signed out. And then here's where he was inducted into the for 2014 Outstanding American. I think he's a pretty outstanding American too. So I think that, and it was a really, really nice thing that he was saying. And then here's the newest one. If you haven't seen that, a lot of them are saying that, by the way, the missile is like here or possibly here. So those are two of their thoughts on that. Anyway, and then this, I'll leave the link to it down below. Not sure it's going to work at this point, but because it's acting kind of funny, and it wouldn't let me log in before, so I don't know what the deal is. I just have to take the computer home and reboot again. I don't know. Like I said, ever since this newest window thing, the Windows update, the newest one has just been a pain in the behind. I've had everything going wrong. First of all, they took off my print screen, which I use constantly. And instead of just using print screen, now when I hit the print screen, it pops up a thing, and then you have to select the area, and then you have to save it, and whatever. I don't know. It's just frustrating to me because it used to be like one click and it would go to my screenshot folder. That's all I had to do. But now, I don't know. But anyway, on this, Joe says, you'll know my opinion on court packing when the election is over. So that sounds kind of familiar. And he went on, he did say something else about it that I don't remember right now because I had, if I was logged in, it would show my comment. So I don't know what it was. I don't remember, but I made a comment on it because he did say more. And, this is crazy. You'll know my opinion on court packing when the election is over, when it's too late. Yeah, that's how they work. And it's really frustrating. So, do we have a number yet?
Yeah, we got the top three.
We have the top three. Are you ready? Drum roll.
Okay. Thad Nipper had a total of 9 correct.
Woohoo, Thad Nipper. Woo! You had a total of 9 correct. Good job.
Watchman came in at second place at 8.
Watchman, you came in second place at 8.
And Holy Cats came in at 5.
Holy Cats came in at 5. You got more?
Yeah, then HB.
Well, we've just a minute. Let's do a celebration here of the people that we just the top people here. So, yay! I don't know if my sound's on for it. Yeah, I hope it is. Okay. Yay! So there's a congrats, right?
And HB with 3.
HB had 3. Okay, now
those were just the top 3 that responded first.
Okay.
A lot of people had a lot of correct answers, but we were just taking the top 3 that answered first.
Well, as many people as maybe we've gotten the top 3, I've got a bunch of these. Oh, I need to go back to the. Sorry, I'm just talking and you're not. You're like looking at a black screen. Okay. Yeah, I've got like lots of these, so we'll go through and we'll figure out. I don't know. We'll just kind of like do it as a draw and find out who gets what. You just make it a surprise. Here's what you're going to need to do, though. Well, we are going to need to have a list. Let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I have 14 different things. Do we have 14 people on there?
Yeah, we have more than 14 people, yeah.
Okay, well, if you got the top 14, I need to tell them who they are so they can send me an email. What you need to do is you need to go to Truthification Chronicles, my website. Let me put it in here. If I can type tonight. Whoever put such a long name. Sometimes I regret having such a long name. Truthification Chronicles, and then .com, and then go to take the tab that says contact and fill out the contact form. You're going to need to give me an address so I can send you stuff. Okay, I won't send you anything other than these. All right, the prizes. So you won't get bad letters or anything from me. But yeah, just a little paracord keychains and like I said, Pepe's. Gotta have some Pepe's. So anyway, okay, where do you have my list? Are you making a list? And checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Oh, it's almost time for that, isn't it? Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, he's making a list. Anyway, so what else is going on? I haven't had a chance to really chat with you. This is driving me nuts, so I'm going to have to go to a different page here. So let's go here. I don't know. Of course, I don't want to look at Kamala. Let me find the Trump head again. There's a Pence head. 2 feet tall Pence head. Be a big fly on that one, wouldn't it? There. That'll make me happy. I can just look at that, right? Oh, can you imagine going to a Biden rally or something like that with one of those? A Biden rally. I say rally. It's not really a rally, is it? It's like what? 3 people? Yeah. I've seen all the boat parades. There's more boat parades happening too. And everything. Oh, you're not too naughty. You're pretty smart. Came up with a lot of good stuff. I actually had more stuff I could have brought up, but it does get kind of late. Oh, it's after 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Of course, we started at 9. I guess it's not so bad, is it? I don't know. The only thing I guess I really need a little timer or a little clock right here somewhere to look at. I think he's got a clock, but it's on the other wall. So, yeah. I don't know. Kamala was not, I went back and I listened. I watched the debate again, the vice president debate. And I got to tell you that Pence had a lot of zingers. Real big zingers. So, I tell you what, we may have to, I will announce the winners and everything. I'll put them in like the next video that I do.
There you go.
Oh wait.
That'd be a great
that's what he's saying. Yeah, I'll put them in the next video, so that way you don't have to hang around forever if you don't want to. But that was a lot of fun. I had fun doing it, and I hope you guys had fun playing. But like I said, no big great things, but I do kind of like this guy. I'm gonna have to make another one of these. But it works really well to put like your mug on there, as long as you get his tongue out of the way. So, well then we can hang out for a little longer, right? I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I'll make more of these. I like this guy. But yeah, and I tried to make them not girly, just in case there's guys that win. So, Barbara, oh my goodness. I didn't know Barbara was in here. Barbara, you are fantastic. I am having so much fun. She sent me a bunch of beads, and I'll tell you guys, I'm just like in seventh heaven with them. And the squares, she sent me some quilt squares too. And Eric's mom is the one that's going to make me a quilt. So I hope, maybe. Oh, she'll make somebody a quilt out of them. So she's really good at doing that. But oh, what a blessing. That was so fun to get. Oh, just like Christmas. So exciting. Yeah, Pepe is cool. It's kind of interesting being green. Thoughts on Hillary's emails? Well, they're going to come out. They will. Yeah. Well, I'm a teacher, BJ, so there you go. Teachers give quizzes, right? I had a lot of fun doing it. PowerPoint is like my thing. I love doing PowerPoints. I used to use PowerPoint like years before it was the thing that everybody uses. And so I taught seminars and things for teachers on how to use PowerPoint because nobody knew how to use it. And I was one of the first ones. And I just really enjoy using it. So it's fun. And that was the first time that I've used it on this. So every time I do a live stream, I'm learning more. It was tricky. There were a lot of technical things, but yeah. Hillary's emails will come out, and there's so many more things. No, you don't need to see my picture more. It'd make y'all run. It's like the big head here. You don't want a big head like this of me. But if it weren't so expensive, I'd get one, and have a Trump thing here. It would be fun. But, no, I'm an old lady is what I am. I'm not a young lady anymore. A few decades ago, I was young. But anyway. Well, that's just part of life. I don't want to break the TV screen or anything. But these would be good if you got like a kid. It'd be kind of a kiddie thing. They're stretchy. So, but yeah. Anyway, do something on the Constitution. I don't know. I've considered doing some like more education type things. But there's just so much time in a day. There's just not enough. And when would I have time to do my frogs and different things? I think this one would make a good bookmark. Have his legs dangling out there. Yeah. But anyway, so we'll get your prizes to you. I don't know what you'll get, but it'll be a surprise, right? Surprises are great. So that's what I've got going on that. Yeah. Again, I have girly ones if you really want something girly. But I did do some girly cues. But they do look like a little girl. I'm short. Does that help? I am short. But anyway, so anybody got will Julian Assange reveal proof of his source for his WikiLeaks dump? I don't know about that because since Seth is no longer with us, he might. Because what would it hurt? Well, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, Seth's family is not real happy, but I think they've been influenced by probably some greenbacks. So that's just my opinion on that. I don't know for sure, but it's going to be interesting when that comes out, and it's getting closer all the time. I mean, you can see in the news they are questioning what if we've already got it established that Hillary was behind all this. She was the one that created the Russian hoax, and they were the ones that got CrowdStrike to support them. So if the Russians did not hack Hillary's server, then where did it come from? Well, that's when you get into Seth territory, right? So, yeah. All right, guys. Is there anything else? Anybody want to ask something, say something? I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired. It's past my bedtime. No, not really. I'm up kind of late. I will try to get a video out tomorrow, but I'm not guaranteeing that. I know I missed the last couple days, but again, it was because I did record them. I really would like to do the one on Kamala, because during the course of the debate, Vice President Pence, that guy, yeah, Vice President Pence mentioned something about the Knights of Columbus, and I did a dig on it, and I found out what the situation was. So I really want to share that with you. It's just the recording was not good, so I'm going to have to redo it, and hopefully this time I did clear up a little bit of space on here, so hopefully I can do that. Yeah. Oh, there have been tons of Q drops. Tons. He's been busy. He did like 3 today, or 3 or 4 today. I don't know. Every time I was working on trying to get this done, it's like I hear the drop sound. And it's, Q, what are you doing?
Here you go.
Yeah.
There's your list.
What brand of cat food do I feed my kitties? Whatever. I don't know. Oh, here. I have the list. I'll include it in the video tomorrow too. But
My hand hurts.
oh, the poor thing. How many did I say I had? How many
A lot.
things? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 items. So your chances of getting something is very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. You get a pen?
Right here.
I say the word and I get it. Whoops. It helps if you write with that side of the pen. All right. Here are the winners. You will get something from me, but you got to give me your email or your actual mail address. Send it to me via the website, okay? Yeah, my cats only eat pâté, so they won't eat the Rachel Ray stuff because it's not the pâté. Yeah, my cats are French, huh? They want the pâté. So, yeah. Right now, I switch food all the time because I have an old cat that will not eat anything for more than once or twice. And then I have to switch to another food. It's been awful. So we just kind of make the rounds of the cat food. It seems like the more expensive brands he doesn't like, which is good for me, but still, it's really frustrating. All right. Here are the top people that, as far as I can tell, are going to get a prize. You need to give me your regular mailing address, go to truthficationchronicles.com, and then click on the contact, and there's a form there you can fill out, and send me your regular address. Don't forget to put your real name, and tell me what your chat name is, so if it's different than your real name, I know who it was. Okay, Watchman, Thad Nipper, Holy Cats, HB, Texas, Jane, Starrell Palmer, Powlin Bear, or Poland, I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway, Mitch, is that Michelle Gossett? Or,
Yes.
Okay, Michelle Gossett, yeah. Rachel Friedenberg, who's not really Rachel, but anyway, we know that, right? Philly girl, you got Texas Jane on here twice.
Sorry.
That's all right. Marie Fulton, Pat Brockman, Ladybug, and Richard Sherry. Okay, so those are the ones I have. Send me. I'm surprised. I thought Tom Terrific had several of them, but I guess not. Honorable mention. You didn't get a prize, but we're going to give you honorable mention anyway. Tom Terrific, Stands with Beer, BC 17 Echoes, Robin Reagan, Robin Gailey, Karen Murray Murcott, Julio Quincy, yeah. I'm trying to read writing here, so sorry, Eric. He writes like a guy. Cindy Bontrager and Movie Maker Wannabe. All right, so those are people that they're the honorable mention. All right, but Richard Cherry and everybody that I mentioned down to him, those are the ones that will get something. So make sure you give me your regular mail address, truthficationchronicles.com, and then use the contact form. It says contact me or something like that. Contact. Whatever. All right. So is there anything else? Last call. Yeah, Fauci. What are we going to... I'm waiting for Judicial Watch to get those. Yeah, because if Judicial Watch gets Fauci's emails, boy, that could be really eye-opening. Here, I'm going to give you this for just a second. All right. So everybody want to say thank you to Eric. Thank you, Eric. Did a good job. He helps me out so much. And he helps me with the technical aspects too. He's kind of a techie too. So we get along very well. Anyway. All right. Yeah, we can't go back to check on things. But anyway. All right. So, last call. I don't know. It still goes on for a little while after I shut everything down. But anyway. Okay, folks. Did you get in there, Nadine? No, you didn't this time. She had some answers.
Yeah, she had answers, but they weren't in the top 3.
Oh, that's
They
it.
came in like
yeah,
fourth
remember
and
you had to
sixth.
have like the top 3 answers.
You have to remember there is a delay between YouTube when we do it and then YouTube. It's anywhere between 10, maybe even up to 30-second delay, depending on YouTube.
There's a delay. It just takes time. So, hey, and remember, Tom Fitton was just nominated for that one position. So, that should be good. It'll be really cool. All right. Well, that's what we're going to say. This is it, right? So, let me change to my... Oh, I have music on the ending screen now. So, I just want to say goodnight before I go to the music screen. I'll leave it on for just a little bit so you can watch POTUS dance. All right? Or, no, he hugs the flag. That's what he does on this one. So, okay, he dances when people give me a donation, he dances. So, are you ready? Here we go. Thanks for stopping in. I really had fun. Yeah, they canceled the debate, so that's all right. POTUS would have mopped the floor with him again. So, anyway. All right, I will see you in the next video, and probably that'll be the Kamala la 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 one. So, stay tuned for that because it really was some good information. All right? See y'all later.